Hello everyone, welcome to another dashboard tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how we can make a dashboard using different charts such as map chart, line chart, waterfall chart, donut chart, bar chart, and we're also going to add slicers to make a dashboard interactive. So let's begin. I will start with converting the dataset into a table, and for that I will select all the data and press Ctrl T and then press OK. Now we will create a pivot table, and for that I will go to insert pivot table, select from table/range, and we want this to be created into a new sheet. Therefore I will keep this option checked and press OK. And the values we need are the total sales as well as year and month. Now select your pivot data and go to insert, and let us create a 2D line chart. I will tidy this up a little bit by removing the stuff that I do not need. And then what I will do is I will select the axis, right click and select the format axis, and under the number option go to category and select custom, and from here type $0, comma, space K in inverted commas. So this will convert the values into thousands. And for reference, I will also change the sheet name to sales line chart. Next, we want to move on towards second chart, and for that I will again go to our data and insert a new pivot table. This will again be a new sheet. I'll rename it to sales area chart, and this time we need total sales and state, and then I will sort this largest to smallest. Next, we want to create a map chart, but we cannot overlay that on top of the pivot table. So I will copy this data and paste it as values. And while the data is still selected, I'll click on the map chart. And this is loading. And while this is loading, I will get rid of the chart title as well as the sum of total sales. If you are doing it for the first time, it can take a little bit of time. I'll just move it over here. And next we need is our top 5 performing stores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will link this with the state as well as the sales values. Next, I want to change the formatting of these values, so I'll select all of the values and press Ctrl 1, go to custom, and over here I will type $0.0, comma, and you can see that the values is changing, space K in inverted commas, and press OK. Next, we're going to create our third table, and I'll go back to the data again, insert, pivot, new sheet, and I'll rename this to customer satisfaction chart, and this time we need customer rating, and I want to bring in product category. And for customer rating, we do not need a sum. In fact, we need the average. And then I'll copy this and paste them as values. And I'm going to add the total rating, which will be 5. So we do not need grand total, so I'll delete it from here. And then I'll select data, go to insert, and this time we will create a 2D bar chart. We'll get rid of the chart title as well as the legends and the axis. So what I want to do is to select blue bars, right click, add data labels. Now select data labels and display it as center. And let's change the text color to white. Now click on the orange bars and let's give it a solid black border. And under fill, select no fill. Go to series options and from series overlap make it 100%. So let's move on to our next chart. So go back to data, insert pivot table to a new sheet, and I'll rename it to returns chart. And what we need is the order channel and return goods and count of total sales. I'll select concession from here. So what I'm going to do is to create a little formula. B5 divided by B6, and it calculates the percentage of return for the concession. And I'm going to copy this and paste it and change the filter to in store. Copy it one more time and change the filter to online. Now we need 3 donut charts, and for that I will select the pivot table, go to pivot table, analyze, PivotCharts, and I will select the donut chart under the pie chart option. Let's resize it and move it to the top. And now we need our 3 text boxes. So I'll go to insert and create a text box. And we will reference this with the percentage. Let's just do some alignment and increase the font size. Can make it bold as well. Make a copy by pressing Ctrl D. And also change the reference. Finally, we are going to create a waterfall chart, and for that we will again create a pivot table. Let me rename the sheet to waterfall chart, and this time we need is order channel and total sales. So I will select the table, go to insert and select waterfall chart. So I'll copy this data, go to insert and select the waterfall chart, and let's get rid of the chart title, these legends, as well as the axis. So let's select this last block and then right click, set as total, and select the data labels, and let's show it in the center, and let's just change the formatting to 1000, and let's also get rid of the grid lines. Okay, so our charts are ready. So now we're going to put everything into a dashboard. So I'll create a new sheet and I'll rename it to dashboard. Let's remove the grid lines and insert a background image from the page layout option. Go to background, and I have one image already downloaded, so it will give a professional look to our dashboard. Next we're going to insert some shapes, so I'll go to insert shapes option and I'll select a rectangle. Now what I'm going to do is to select all the shapes holding down shift key, and I'll add some grid lines to that. So I'll go right click, format object, grid line, and select the first stopping point and change the color. Now select the second stopping point. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is to give these boxes a little tag so that we can easily identify what these belongs to. So I'll go to insert shapes and I'll select a rounded rectangle. And right click, format shape. Let's give it a white color and increase the transparency to, let's say, 80. And let's also get rid of the outline. So I'll go to shape outline and select no outline, and then we'll select a text box, tab sales trend. From shape format, let's get rid of the shape, the outline, as well as the fill color. Let's give it a white color so that it's easily visible. Now let's move it over here. And we can also add some icons. So I'll go to the insert icons and I'll search for the business. We can select maybe this one, and I'll give it a white color, resize it and put it over here. And we'll do the same with the other boxes as well. So I'll fast forward this video. Now we will start moving our charts to the dashboard. So first copy the line chart, go back to dashboard and paste it over here. Just resize it. And what we're going to do is to change the design. Go to format and from shape fill select no fill, and then select these lines. Right click, format data series, and select gradient line. We can get rid of these tops. And first top I'll color it red. The second one I'll color it green and change the position to almost 50%. This looks good now. Let's also get rid of the borders. So I'll select the chart, no line. Now we're going to move a map chart over here. So I'll go to sales area chart, copy the chart, go back to dashboard and paste it over here. Right click, from the chart area, select no fill and no line. So we'll go back to sales area chart, and what we want to do is to bring this table to our dashboard, and for that I'll be using the camera tool. I'm not going to explain the usage of camera tool over here. I have a separate video. You can go and check that out. For now, what I'm going to do is to align this a bit and make it bold and give this a bottom border. Make the border color white and also change the font to white and then paste it over here. And finally right click, format picture, no fill and no line. And this border here, it's appearing in black, so what we can do is to just select the border and color it as white. Okay, looks better now. Next we're going to customer satisfaction chart, and we'll copy this chart, paste it over here. Let's just resize it, and I will right click, format chart area, and we'll no fill, and we'll select no fill. We can also remove the grid lines. Select the bars and change the border to white. Let's change the text color to white as well. And let's remove the border of the chart. Shape outline, no outline. Again, shape outline, no outline. Now let's just change the color of this bar. So we'll select a gradient fill. Let's give it a color red and add one more. Let's choose orange, and for the third one let's choose the green one. And let's make the legends bold so that it appears more prominently, and this looks much better now. Next we'll go to our donut charts and we'll copy them one by one. So we'll get rid of this stuff, and I want to get rid of these buttons as well. Let's resize it. Also remove the background color. Now I will go ahead and paste the other two as well. Now what I'm going to do is to increase the donut hole size so that I can fit in the text. Let's do it for the other two as well. Now I'm going to copy the labels and we'll fit it within the donut. Let's also change the reference. Shape format, shape outline, no outline, and no fill. Change the text color to white. And let's increase the font a bit. Copy this. Finally, we want to copy our waterfall chart and let's paste it over here. Let's try to fit in within this box. Let's change the text to white and make it bold. Now I want to change the color of these bars. Let's do a gradient. Make it white and change the angle to 180. Or maybe 120. And increase the transparency to 50. And also change the direction. And just for the last one, I wanna change the color to a darker green. Yeah, this looks better. Also want to change the color of these donuts. So for the orange part, I will select no fill, and for the blue part, we'll select the red one. Okay, we're getting closer to finishing our dashboard, so let's add some slicers to make it a bit interactive. So what I will do is that I will click any of the charts and go to pivot chart analyze and insert slicer. So what we need is year, product category, and order channel. And let's bring them over here. So right now these slicers are connected with only one chart. So what we want is them to control all of them. And for that I will right click and go to report connection and check all of these boxes so that the slicer is connected with all of these charts. And I will do the same with the other two slicers. So now when I click on the slicers, you can see that it updates all of the charts. Okay, looks good. Now we want to change the look of these slicers so they are more in line with the dashboard. So I will click on the slicer, right click and duplicate, name it dashboard. Now click on the first one, right click and modify. Make sure that whole slicer option is checked. Go to format, and for the color I would like to keep it blue. Press OK. Border I would like to keep it white as well as the font. Hit OK, and now click on header, format, and select the text to white. Okay, now right click again, modify, and go to selected item with data, go to fill, and I would like to keep it green, and for the unselected items I would like to keep it gray. Okay, this looks much better now. Now select the other two and just apply the same thing. And finally we want to add a header. We'll go to insert, add a text box, sales dashboard, and increase the size of the font, keep it in the middle and give it a white color. Okay, this we can also remove the outline, and this looks much better now. So our dashboard is ready. I hope you like this video. If you want more of such tutorials, keep following. Thank you.